We are talking trivia about episode number 11, Eve. Identical twins occupy a special place in human culture. The idea of two individuals being near exact duplicates seems uncanny to us. Many societies place unique value in the existence of identical twins. For the Dene, changing woman gives birth to the twin heroes or the Monster Slayer twins. The classic period Maya also have similar hero twins. Just like heroes, they can be villains too. Think the dead twin girls of The Shining. Now for your info, identical twins occur roughly in 1 out of every 250 births. So they're not really that rare, honestly. Cattle and animal mutilations are such a deep well of conspiracy speculation, I'd need a couple of hours to discuss the topic. The short story is that in the mid-60s, ranchers and farmers began paying closer attention to their cattle and noticed the occasional strange death. The typical events were a lack of blood, seemingly precise cuts, and the disappearance of the same soft tissues. Now the conspiracy-minded have blamed everything from Satanists, extraterrestrials, cryptids like El Chupacabra, secret government tests, to anonymous black helicopters bearing no insignia or numbers. The founder of CUFOS and Project Blue Book investigator Dr. Alan Hynek stated that there was no evidence to connect animal mutilations with UFOs. The simple answer is that the order of decompositionary organisms attack specific soft tissue first. Bloated animals split remarkably evenly, and most scavengers have niches that, when observed, could appear far more meticulous than we give nature credit for.
Have you ever seen anything like that before? You have? When?
The men from the clouds. They were after my dad.
We see here a moment where a precocious child is able to manipulate Fox Mulder by telling him what he wants to hear. Why the girls chose the extraterrestrial encounter is, well, the suspension of our disbelief. But take note again as we see Mulder's most exploitable weakness. Cindy is watching Eek the Cat, a cartoon that would go on to feature Mulder and Scully in an episode titled Eek Space 9, and featured Duchovny and Anderson doing the voices. Eugenics projects and laws have existed as state policy since at least the 19th century in numerous countries, including the United States. Genetic engineering is a fairly widespread practice with the intent to modify the DNA of organisms for specific beneficial results. The degree to which it is being used on humans is not well known to me. The best fictional analog for Eve is The Boys from Brazil, a 1978 film depicting the secret cloning of Adolf Hitler by Nazis, including Joseph Mengele, who had escaped to South America. Of course, the band Eve 6 took their name from this episode and Harriet Sansom Harris's character. Band member Tony Fagenson was a fan of the show and suggested the name circa 1995. Now, Erica and Sabrina are originally from Vancouver. This was necessary for the limits of child labor in television. Their names, Cindy and Tina, were the names of the wives at the time of Glenn Morgan and James Long, respectively. Digitalis is used to treat arrhythmia, and the plant itself is highly toxic and can be lethal to both humans and animals. That's it. That's Eve trivia. Next up, number 12. Fire.